If Mother Nature had a dating profile, she'd be listed as gorgeous, unpredictable, and occasionally fatal. And yet, we swipe right every time. From boiling acid pools to mountains that steal your breath, literally, humanity can't resist chasing beauty that could kill us. Maybe it's the thrill, maybe it's stupidity, but every year, we line up for selfies on volcanoes, cliff edges, and death-defying trails just to prove we were there. The question is, how far would you go for a view worth dying for? Number 10. Mount Everest, Nepal, Tibet. Mount Everest, where ambition meets altitude and common sense goes to nap. Every year, hundreds of climbers queue up to touch the sky and flex on Instagram, even though oxygen and logic are both running dangerously low. The 2025 season was actually mild by Everest standards. Only 5 climbers died compared to 8 in 2024 and a grim 18 in 2023, according to Outside Magazine. Still, the mountain remains as merciless as ever. In October 2025, around 900 hikers and workers had to be rescued from the Tibetan side when a snowstorm trapped them at 16,000 feet. Translation: even the base of Everest can play Guess Who's Getting Frostbite. If you're tempted to try, remember, altitude sickness doesn't care how expensive your down jacket is, and hubris is the most common cause of death. The smartest move up there? Turning back. Everest isn't going anywhere, but your oxygen levels might. Number 9. Yellowstone's Hot Springs and Geysers, USA. Yellowstone looks like nature's art gallery, bubbling rainbow pools, steamy vents, and Old Faithful performing like a punctual dragon. But beneath that beauty lies boiling acid water capable of cooking you faster than instant ramen. Every year, at least one curious visitor learns the hard way that no trespassing isn't just a suggestion. In July 2025, a teenager fell through thin crust near a geyser and suffered severe burns, the year's first recorded thermal injury. Rangers remind us that Yellowstone isn't a DIY spa day. It's a geological minefield where the ground sometimes pretends to be solid until it isn't. The rainbow colors come from microbial life, not mood lighting for your selfie. So, admire the beauty from the boardwalk. Dip your toes in a hotel hot tub instead. Your skin will thank you. Number 8. Grand Canyon, USA. Few places humble the human ego like the Grand Canyon. It stretches 277 miles of ancient rock layers and questionable decisions. Standing on the rim, you feel like a poet. Hiking into it, you feel like a raisin in an oven. In 2024, by early September, 14 people had already died, mostly from heat, exhaustion, and overconfidence. The National Park Service has been politely screaming for decades. The way down is optional, the way up is mandatory. It's a simple concept, yet every summer someone treats it like a riddle. If you plan to hike, start before sunrise, double your water, and remember that the return climb is the real challenge. Heat stroke is the canyon's silent predator, and the selfie near the edge is less likely to kill you than dehydration. Consider the Grand Canyon a treadmill built by Mother Nature, and she forgot to add the stop button. Number 7. Hawaii's Kīlauea, USA. Kīlauea is like a moody artist, sometimes calm, sometimes erupting in fiery passion, always dangerous. Since late 2024, it's been doing its on-again, off-again lava thing, luring tourists to witness nature's molten fireworks. The problem? Those shimmering gases floating above the lava aren't Instagram filters. They're sulfur dioxide and microscopic glass fibers, affectionately known as Pele's hair. They make for beautiful photos and terrible lungs. Conditions can shift faster than your Wi-Fi connection during a storm, and closures pop up overnight. So, if you visit, don't treat a scarf as a gas mask, and don't go chasing glowing red rivers like they're scenic hiking trails. Kīlauea doesn't need an audience to perform. It's already booked for eternity. Number 6. Death Valley, USA. Welcome to Death Valley, where the temperature can melt your optimism before your sunscreen. In July 2024, the park recorded average highs above 121 degrees Fahrenheit and peaks of 129 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not weather, it's a threat. Visitors still show up each summer to say they survived it, though some unfortunately don't. One motorcyclist died from heat exposure that month, and even cars surrendered to the inferno. When your dashboard flashes a turtle icon, that's not cute. It's your vehicle saying, "We're done here." If you must visit, avoid hiking after breakfast, drink like a camel, and stay close to anything with air conditioning. Death Valley is a reminder that sometimes the name isn't an exaggeration. Number 5. Whakaari/White Island, New Zealand. Imagine signing up for a day trip to an active volcano, snapping pictures of steaming vents, and then realizing the volcano has other plans. That was Whakaari, better known as White Island, when it erupted in December 2019, killing 22 people. Legal cases dragged on for years, and in 2025, the island's owners had their convictions overturned, though other parties were fined. The site remains mostly closed, but the allure persists because humans are weirdly drawn to danger if it comes with good lighting. The island is stunning, otherworldly even, but also proof that once in a lifetime can be taken very literally. Maybe admire it from a boat, or, from land. Number 4. Angel's Landing, Zion National Park, USA. Angel's Landing sounds divine until you see it. A narrow sandstone ridge with chains bolted to the rock and a 1,000-foot drop on either side. Since 2000, at least 18 hikers have died here, and many more have probably reconsidered their life choices halfway up. Zion's permit system now limits daily crowds, which helps, but gravity still doesn't care about bureaucracy. The view from the top is heavenly, sure, but the climb feels like a handshake with mortality. Wear real shoes, keep both hands free, and don't let peer pressure push you past your comfort zone. If the drop makes you dizzy, congratulations, you're sane. Number 3. Blue Hole, Dahab, Egypt. In the diving world, Dahab's Blue Hole is the stuff of legends and warnings. Its clear cobalt depths and underwater arch seduce divers the way a cookie jar tempts toddlers. Unfortunately, it's also notorious for fatalities. Unofficial estimates range between 130 and 200 over decades. The cause? Overconfidence, depth, and nitrogen narcosis turning logic into hallucination. The Egyptian authorities don't publish precise numbers, which somehow makes the mystery worse. Local divers call it the Diver's Cemetery, which really should be enough of a hint. Dive safe, stay within training limits, and remember, GoPros can't record from beyond the grave. Number 2. Great Blue Hole, Belize. Jacques Cousteau called Belize's Great Blue Hole one of Earth's greatest dive sites. And he was right. It's mesmerizing, circular, and over 400 feet deep. It's also laced with a thick hydrogen sulfide layer that smells like rotten eggs and can knock out your lights if you dive too deep. In 2018, explorers even found the remains of missing divers there, a macabre reminder that not all adventures have a happy ending. The Great Blue Hole is for seasoned divers only, not casual snorkelers looking for new profile pictures. It's nature's way of saying, come prepared or don't come at all. Number 1. Danakil Depression, Dalal, Ethiopia. Welcome to Dalal, Ethiopia, Earth's version of a fever dream. This is not your average vacation spot. Imagine a landscape painted in blinding yellows, toxic greens, and surreal blues, like a toddler went wild with a highlighter set. Temperatures regularly hit 120 degrees Fahrenheit, Vents hiss out poisonous gases, and the air occasionally decides it's too dangerous to breathe. Even the microbes here are like, nah, I'm good. Dalal is both stunning and terrifying, a natural acid bath wrapped in a postcard from hell. You'll need expert guides, gallons of water, and a solid sense of humor. But if you survive the heat and the fumes, you'll come home with stories no one can top. Proof you visited the most colorful corner of the planet that's actively trying to kill you. And there you have it, Earth's most drop-dead gorgeous destinations, emphasis on drop-dead. If you enjoyed this little trip through nature's danger zone, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe so you don't miss the next adventure. Thanks for watching, stay curious, stay alive, and I'll see you in the next video.